Good morning, everyone. So today we're looking at fractions of amounts. So the objectives are recognizing fractions as pictures, simplifying fractions such as 2/4 equals 1/2, finding fractions of a whole number. So as we go on to this, the first slide, you've got folding a piece of paper in half. And then we've got that 7 out of 10 sections of the circle shaded. What fraction is it? You've got to recognize the fraction. So it's 7 out of 10, so it's 7/10. Your numerator is how many pieces are coloured in. Your denominator is the amount of pieces you have altogether. So denominator tells you how many pieces altogether. Numerator, how many you have. So this fraction now you've got to tell me. So we've got 2 coloured in, it's 2/10. So 2 out of 10 sections of the circle are shaded. Moving them together gives a sector that fits into the circle 5 times. The 2 sections make up 1/5 of the circle. So 2/10 is equal to 1/5. Remember here you've done 2 divided by 2, 10 divided by 2 to get 1/5. They are equal fractions. So you've got to shade 3/4, shade 1/5, shade 3/5, shade 5/8, shade 5/6. So there's my 1/4 because it's 1 out of 4, 2/4 and 3/4. Here we've got 1/5. So looking at this shape, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got 15 pieces. And if you're shading 1/5 of each, do it like this. 3/5. So if that's 1/5, that's 2/5. Then we've got 3/5. You've got 5, 6. We've got 3, 6, 9, 12. So if you're doing 5, 6, it would come down to 10 because 6 times 2 is 12, and you would do 5 times 2. Right, here you've got some fractions shaded. Your top number is your numerator, so that's how many are shaded in. There's 2, your denominator is how many pieces there are all together. So here we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the denominator is 12. Now remember, when we've got these fractions, we've got 3 6, 8 12, 2 12, 6 18s. You can always simplify these fractions and find equal fraction to them. You would have to either divide them or multiply them. Obviously, for numbers like 8 and 12, they're quite big numbers, so you can divide them to make them smaller. For 2 and 12, you can divide them by 2. You've got 6 and 18, you can divide them by 3. You've got 3 and 6, you can divide it by 3. So you can always simplify the fractions. Here you've got a matching game. Match each fraction to the shape that shows it. You can match a half to how many we've got half. 2/3, so we've got 2 out of 3 there. So you'd match it like this. You've got 1 out of 4 there. You'd match it like that. Here you've got 2 coloured and 3 not, so that's 2 out of 5. And you complete your matching activity. We've got Steve has 12 sweets. He eats 2/3 of them. How many is this? So remember what we did last time. So you have your total divided by 3 and times it by 2. So Steve ate 2/3. He ate 2 sets of 4 sweets. So 12 divided by 3 is 4 times 2 is 8. So 2 sets of 4 is 8. Now, have I got this one? So we've got 18 apples in a shop. Ria buys 5/6 of them. So you would do 18 divided by 6, which is 3. 3 times 5 then, or 5 times 3. And you'd end up with 15. Now, these, remember, divide by the denominator, multiply by the numerator. So 9 divided by 3 is 3, times 2 is 6. 28 divided by 4 is 7, times 3, 21. 15 divided by 5 is 3, times 3 is 9. 70 divided by 10 is 7, times 7 is 49. Okay, and that's how you complete that. And the last bit, you've got to beat the clock. So you answer as many questions as you can by completing these calculations. Then once you've answered it and pressed go, your next calculation will come up. So 24 divided by 4 is 6, times 3 is 18.